My daughter jumped into the freezer to steal ice cream. She was eating happily when my son wanted to join her, but the stick propping the freezer door open suddenly fell. My daughter was trapped inside. My son's arm got caught in the door. She called for me to save them. I grabbed a rope, slipped on some soap, used a mop to launch myself up, and finally climbed to the top of the freezer. Just as I got my son out, the homeowner came back. I told my son to run first. I stayed behind to save my daughter. I used a toaster as a spring and launched myself toward the ice maker. While the homeowner wasn't looking, I managed to climb into the freezer. Just then, my daughter slid down a pipe, and we finally found each other. But right then, the homeowner decided to get some ice water. A big chunk of ice suddenly fell. I quickly grabbed a toothpick and held it up with all my strength. The homeowner pressed the button several times, but finally gave up. We barely made it back home. One day, my kids went out to steal drawing paper. The homeowner noticed something was wrong. He saw the paper disappearing through a crack in the floor and chased after it, even sticking his hand into the gap. Terrified, they ran. Just as my son was about to be caught, my daughter grabbed a fork and stabbed it into his palm. The homeowner yanked his hand back in pain, and they escaped. They ran to the roof, climbed onto a cable car, and glided to another building. There they met a giant pigeon boy. Startled, my daughter fell into a pipe and dropped into a milk bottle, where a milkman picked her up. She slid down another pipe and realized the milk truck had already left. Just when she was feeling hopeless, a man climbed out of the sewer. He decided to help her. He lit a candle, put on a walnut shell helmet, and released the handbrake. The truck sped away. They soon reached the milk factory and found my son. Using a conveyor belt, they got directly above him. But just as they were about to save him, the boss appeared and disrupted the plan. My son was about to be filled with milk and sealed inside a bottle. At that moment, the man swung his weight on a rope and flipped a switch. The machine stopped. The system malfunctioned. A huge chunk of cheese flew toward the boss, and he fell to the ground. Meanwhile, my wife threw a hook toward the bottle, hooked onto my hook, slid down the rope, and hit the bottle. The bottle fell, and finally our family was reunited.